Now, don't panic, everybody, if you haven't got anything planned for the Jubilee just yet, because we are now joined by event planner Liz Taylor. Morning, Liz.
Good morning.
You're going to give us some top tips for the perfect Jubilee party. I see you've even brought a hat.
Well, this was the hat that I wore at the Queen's Garden, but I've been twice.
Oh my goodness.
You got that in quick.
I did.
Did you
Can I go now?
And what was the celebration like? Was it up to your standards?
Well, you had to fight for the cucumber sandwiches, I
That's
must
no
tell
good.
you. But very quickly, if a parent had a child who was over 18, she was automatically invited. So I went with my father, and then I went many years later with the Prince's Trust. But yeah, anyway, she's not invited me this year, I hasten to add.
Okay.
So we're going to have to make our own, aren't we?
So how do we do that? How do we get... So if people are thinking, oh, goodness, it's, just over a week till the Jubilee weekend, how do you organise a Jubilee party?
I think, first of all, it's amazing, after everything that we've all come through and the news, the fact that the whole world can celebrate in this, and we're not going to see it again. I'm not one for red, white and blue bunting.
You don't like...
No, I'm not in for... I don't like the obvious.
OK.
I like the...
Maybe that's why you haven't been invited this year to Buckingham Palace.
Who's holding this interview? Do you think that's why? I think, first of all, for me, music is huge. You never go away from any event saying I had a great piece of chicken. You always go away saying, oh my God, the music was great. We've got the 50s, we've got Eddie Fisher, we've got Frankie Lane, I think it was. Then you go into the 60s, we've got the Beatles, you've got the 70s, which is ABBA, you've got the 80s. We are all big on music in the UK, and we've had loads of time to make a Spotify playlist. So music and drink are my two things.
Oh, and drink?
Yes, and drink.
What's the drink,
But
Liz?
listen, seriously, take milk bottles and jam jars, take a jam jar and make a mocktail for the children with the red, white and blue straws, colour it all, put it down a long table with coloured jellies, little cakes, lots of sweets, tangible items that people can take, move...
Recycle?
Recycle. Although I don't think we'll be doing another Jubilee party. But yes,
for a different
recycle.
party.
And then lots of little vases of flowers. Use the red, white and blue. Use the patriotic colours of the monarch and bring it in little tangible items that you can decorate your home with. And then when the kids go to bed, put the lights on in your house, go into the back garden. I mean, if you're having a big party, you will have organised it by now. And we do lots of high-end parties, and nobody's actually booked me for one.
Oh.
So I'm actually, I know. But I'm going into the street parties, the garden parties, and everything is so accessible, little fairy lights. Just make it magical, because it is magical.
And if you're on a tight budget, what top tips can you give us? I know you do lots of high-end, but I know you can do any party at all.
Well, the tight budget ones are go and get the milk bottles, go and get the jam jars, use the cordials, use the Prosecco, add a little bit of colour into it, make it look pretty, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can go and get coloured plates from the supermarkets. I don't think I'm allowed to say where and when, but you can get everything from everywhere, and it's all about you eat with your eyes, you party with your eyes.
OK, if money was no object, Liz, and I know you've done a few money no object parties, what would you be doing for a Jubilee party next week? Go on.
I'd be putting a huge marquee up in somebody's back garden. I would have set designers in. We would be rebuilding Buckingham Palace inside. We would have the magnificent staircase that people would walk down with the red carpet, with the gold handlebars. We'd have amazing 6-foot round tables draped with gold cloths fringed at the bottom. I'd have all the staff dressed like butlers and footmen, and outside you'd have the the guys that are outside. I'd bring Buckingham Palace to life. That's what I would do. Do you want one?
Yes.
And jelly.
Of course we'd have jelly.
We have
jelly, but maybe with a little bit of vodka in it.
You're talking my kind of party.